So I'm going to paint on this, not on this page, but for this page. Yesterday I was trying to find something to go with this to make it, like two sitting or standing under the mistletoe. They could be sitting in chairs, it doesn't matter. But I didn't find anything. But today I said, well, maybe I will draw those Santas that I thought about, the Mr. and the Mrs. But I said, you know what? Look in your coloring book. Let's see what we find. So we found something, and we're going to move this out the way, and we're going to take the page out. I was going to prep this, but I said no, I'm not going to prep it. I'm just going to do the whole entire thing on the video. So how y'all doing? How are you? I don't know if this is a perforated page or just a bend. Not sure. So let's just cut it because we don't want to take no chances messing the paper up here. So we're going to glue this to another page so that it won't, start warping and everything because of the paint. So that's what I was going to do because I knew that the glue beneath it would make it more challenging, I guess, for the paint. But we're going to still survive. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So we will just add a little bit of glue stick here and put our coloring paper on top of it. And we're going to be using our blow dryer throughout to dry because, like I said, I want my page to be for the top of that, well, beneath the top of that mistletoe page. Okay. So we're going to put it on here, and we'll probably end up taking it off of here when it's done or something. We might cut them out completely. That's what I mean when I say take it off completely. We might cut them out. So I'm going to try and paint this neatly and fast. Now, I don't know if it's going to be neat and slow or fast and a mess, but we're not going with the mess part. So we'll see if we get any of this all the way finished tonight. It might have to be a part two depending. So we have it down. We have our paint. We have metallic color red and green. Christmas is festive red and crystal green. And then we have this brown, which says just medium acrylic, deep brown. And we have a black, and then we have this gold. I can't find a gold like this like real gold. Most of them look like a yellow gold, but I've been trying to nurse this forever because you know what I'm saying? This is like the real gold. But that's what we have. We have other golds, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. So hello there. How y'all doing? So we're going to paint them because, I could use gel pen. I could use color pencils, and I could use crayons. I could even use water markers, but I don't want to use water markers or color pencils or any of those other things. I want to make sure that I use white for Mrs. Claus. And the only way I can get white to really show up is if I paint. Oh boy, why is this just out here like this? I'm trying to see why that's like that. Maybe I put the sleeve on and it was bent back the whole time. I don't know. But we're going to try and get it to act nice for us. We don't need this until we're using gold. So let's put that over there. And we have 4 brushes so that we can make it as swift as we need it. And we're going to use probably, let's use our red first. All right, let's use our red. Are we going to use green? Yes, we are. I was thinking, well, why do I have green? Okay, so this is Christmas red, which looks a little pink. It's metallic, but it might not look like that on there. So let me get another color. I'm going to get something else to mix with that because while it says festive, or what it says, festive red, it looks a little bit like something else. So we're going to put a little bit of this burgundy in there, a little bit, just a teeny bit, to darken it up. Okay, that's what we're going to do, to darken it up so they turn out a nice red. Okay, all right, so I may as well get some more because I know I'm going to need some more. All right, but this is a coloring page, not a canvas, so we won't be needing a whole lot, but I'd rather have more than less so that I can have the right color when I mix it like this the first time. Instead of saying, man, that's too, and well, that's, so we're gonna just mix this burgundy in real good, and then we'll be ready. Okay, it's still red, it's not darker. Well, it's darker, y'all, but it's not like it turned it like a brownish color or something. I just made it a little deeper because it looked like it was almost like I say, rouge, but maybe like a, not really melon or whatever, but it was close, and it looked like Santa's suit. So we want to make it a little teeny bit darker, and we don't want to waste this paint. Okay, so we're going to get that, and we're going to get it here. Okay, and put that here. Now, I got this brush, but this brush is more like for maybe the black, because it's going to take a long time to use a skinny brush where you need a lot of paint. Okay, so we dipped our brushes in our water and everything, and we're going to start down here with the Mrs. suit. And it may not be painted to the very edges because we still want to see the outline. We still want to see that outline, okay, so that we can tell that it was a coloring page. And it's okay if it's not to the very, very edge, which means I'm going to have to use the skinny brush too. All right. This is why I really want to paint, because, you got to be getting on into these details and things. But if that's the way you want it to look, you got to get into the details. Okay? So we're going to paint, and we're not going to try to tarry with our painting. We're just going to try to knock it out real quick. Okay? And it's going to be okay. All right? So this indicates, how long and flowy her dress is. Her gown, we're going to call it a gown tonight. Yeah, because we're going to set her in our page with the mistletoe. And she's still crushing on Santa. You see her. Yes, she is. She's checking out his, cuff. Oh, I didn't know that was there. I guess that's the indicator that, yes, you are going to cut this out. Not that, I can't do something with that like that, because I can. I can do something. We'll come around and put some red and green dots all the way around the page. So we can get away out of that too. All right. So now, you may not be able to tell right now, but it's shimmery, this paint is, because it's a metallic color. So she and her hubby are going to have some bling happening, okay? It's going to be all right. Santa can be fly with his wife, okay? All right. Because it's clear that he's happy about her crushing on him and everything. You see that smile he's got? It's like, I still love it when you do that. That's what it's like. Okay, so we're coming on up and getting close to our next piece. Okay, all right, let us take some of this and come around here a little bit. And we are off to the next part. Okay, and I will be flipping this paper upside down and sideways and all of that in order to get to where I need to be and everything. Don't flick it, Joanne, before you flick some paint on a section you don't want this color on. Okay, so now we have that. All right, and now let me wet my finger. I need a little bit of water on my towel over here so I can move this. Y'all move on over there. We don't need y'all right now. Okay, and then we're going on to Santa's pant. Okay, we're coming on around here and everything. All right, and then we got to determine what part do we see. We see a little piece here, and then we got to get in close. All right, we're getting in close here. Let me see. Oh, we have 2 people watching. Hello there. How are you? How you doing? I appreciate you saying hello. Okay, let's be very careful over here near her apron piece. We don't want to get red on that. Okay. All right, and then we'll come on over and get Santa all squared away at the bottom and everything. Uh-oh, we got some paint on our hand, but that's okay. We just got to make sure we don't get it on the page like we did at the bottom already. All right. I needed something for my page with that little mistletoe, and I didn't know where I was going to get it from except the drawing. Then it just came to me, check the coloring book, and I knew that it could be that I'll find both of them in there, but are they going to be too big? So that's where I was, because I need a Santa and a Mrs. Claus I wanted for another part, which was that Christmas bag that was just a piece of the bag, but it had the handle, and I wanted to have it, I made it like a flip open piece to the book, to the Christmas journal, and when I flip it open, I want to be able to see something beneath it. And I was thinking it'd be so cool if you flip it open and Santa's there. So that's what I was looking at. This is another piece of his pant, but I'm only going to get that corner just so we can make sure that we can identify that that's what it is. This is his boot and the heel. Okay, so I had to tell myself this and, focus on the whole thing, because if I don't, we may have a little mistake, and I can't afford a mistake, okay? So I'm going to go up here and get his jacket all around his collar here and make sure we go slow. So we're using our thin brush here to make sure that we can be neat. I was trying to do it as quickly as I can, but I don't want to mess it up. Okay. Oh, I got a little bit on there. I got a little teeny dot on there. But hopefully the white is going to cover it up. And we won't see very much of that little teeny bit. All right. Okay. And it's okay if we get it all. And it's okay if you can see a little bit of white. Okay, that's not too bad, not too bad. We're doing all right, we're doing all right. Okay, now we want to come in here. Let's go here first. So we can get some of the paint out the brush. And come all around here. All right. And then we got to come around here. And try and work it in there a little bit, okay? Oh, easy does it. Easy does it. Okay? All right, now. We are right now for a second. Okay, now we need a little bit going up here. Little bit. Okay. And then we got that. All right, now let's turn. Okay. So we have to get this, let's see, right in here, right here. Okay. We gotta be careful because, it's tricky. It's easy for a painter. A painter knows this is their skill area. They know what they're doing and where they're looking and all of that. Even for a person who draws, you know. But when you're just trying to be an artist like I am right now, I'm just still working on trying to be an artist, you know. I be telling myself, girl, you're not an artist. I be trying to do this stuff, but, people think that I'm an artist. They think that I can do something real good, and I guess, I work at trying to be good at what I'm doing, but I'm not an artist. When it comes to this painting and all that kind of stuff like that, painting and drawing and trying to do this stuff, I don't know. I just be trying. I be giving it a try and going slow. All right, so all of this, hold on now. Okay, so this is the ripple, so that's his collar. And this is going to be, okay, let's start here. Because, child, I can't make out all of it sometimes. And it's like, okay, but what was you looking at? You're not focused. Right. All right, so we do know that's the jacket there. And I'm thinking that right here has got to be the jacket, right? That's got to be right here. And then after you paint this stuff or whatever you're doing, it's like, what was you thinking about? Right, so I'm trying to focus. I think this is part of his jacket too. That's what it looked like to me because it's like, how can it not be? That's the ruffle around the, okay, so if it ain't, that's what it's getting ready to be. Everybody say, we agree. Just make it that, okay? That's all I got. All right, now, here we go. We did it. Okay, that's Santa's jacket. Everything's all right. Okay, we done. We're done right there, okay? Now, this part is coming into what do we do with her now? Okay. So for me, hi Meatball, how you doing? Let's see, I just got. Oh well, awesome. How awesome is that? Thank you for hanging out with me while you're working and getting your crafty space together. Okay, so what do we have here? We have white. This will be white here. And we're going to have, okay, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here like so. Okay. And then because this is just a straight little line, let me get my Sharpie, because they made this like this, not me. But I'm just going to help them have something else for me to loop this in. Okay, it's okay. And then maybe I'll come down here a little bit to outline that. Just a wee bit. It's okay. They got this little indication that something cool is happening with little her little thingy here. And I'm going to see, I'm getting into this my own self. And I'm giving her a second little ruffle in her apron. Okay. And then what do I want to do? I think I will give her an earring. Of course. Of course she needs an earring. And I wanted Santa to have glasses, and I wanted them to be in his hand, but he doesn't really have a way to hold them in his hand. And that's what I wanted. I was gonna, but I said, how do you show that he's holding glasses? Because his hand is wide open. If he had a little curl, I could have put an arm in it and just a loop, and it would have looked like he's holding his glasses. But he didn't have that. Okay, so let's bring this in here, and then get some of that off the brush. And I'm going to pull that there. And I'm going to pull this just up that edge. Just up that edge. And then we'll get a little bit more and we'll bring it in here. Because the idea is that she has pleat inside. And the pleat inside is red. Okay. Now, I need a second coat of this down in here because some spaces look a little lighter, and it's probably because it's dry or drying. And I just want to make it a little bit darker. That's all. We're not going to do too much. Just drop in and add a little bit more paint. That's it. All right, hold on. Okay, we're going up in here, and just drop that in there so it can be darling. Okay, now I have another idea. Okay, but let me first give Santa another little drop of paint here and there, just so that their reds are redding, okay, together. I want Santa to look like he been in the sun. You know what I'm saying? And his wife is just like, redding with the thing, okay? So we're going to just give Santa a little bit for this Christmas junk journal and let him be where he need to be at with this whole thing. Okay? Everything's going to be lovely in a sec. It ain't going to take much longer, I don't think. I don't think. Okay? I put that paint on that that black line there. But maybe when it's all dry, I can get it a little bit back out. It's right there. Not that it's, that important. It just shows the little crease in the arm, that the arm is bent a little bit. That's all. It's not that big of a situation. All right, and then put this up in here. Okay, now they both have enough, I think, and I still want to say that, okay, here I want to add something in here because it is so plain to me. Let me put this brush down and think about how, okay, maybe we won't paint it. Maybe, let me see. Um, I'm thinking, all right, so let me get this piece at the bottom because I was thinking about this. Okay, let's move the paint. I need to put the paint back in the thingy real soon before we get a little plastic coating on there where it's drying up. So let me just hold that for a second. And I'm going to give her another little, I'm going to come out here a little bit. And then I'm going to come in here. And then I'm going to drop out and come around here. And then it's okay. It's okay. And then we'll pull it out at Santa's shoe. And then we'll come in. And then we'll drop it out here and in. And then we'll come down and meet there. And up. That might give it a okay thingy. We'll see. It ain't like we can undo it, so it's okay. So I just wanted to add like some additional sway to her gown so that it looks, long. Look at this here. Okay. And just fix her up some more. Let's see. Maybe out here. And sway her out here. And she should be good. Let's see what we can get. We're just going to drop some paint in there. And it's okay. And this is going to be all red back here. Okay. And then here, we're going to do the same thing. Don't get so close to that line. And just pull this back in here. Okay. Don't go to the very top and leave that right there like that. Okay. Oh, did y'all see what I did? Not paying attention. Not paying attention. Okay, I put this paint inside my top for my Sharpie. Okay, but we put it in the paint water for the brushes and we're going to clean it out real quick because we don't want that paint to get mixed up on our tip. Okay, because I'm thinking I'm putting this inside of the lid and not paying attention, and I put that in there. Huge boo-boo, okay? But it's not too huge that we can't undo it. Okay. All right, so we just want to make sure we get what we can get, okay, out of there and everything. All right, so now that is cool, and I want to add a little bit of red there, but let me put my brush in there. I need a thin brush, so I will use this little skinny one. This one piece of hair is messing me up, and it's not going to lay down. So I have to clip that off. Okay, and then, let's see. Okay, we're going to wet that again because obviously it's separating. All right, and then I'm going to get just a teeny touch of the red on the very tip. See, it's just a little teeny tip. And then we're going to go over here and just get just a small line in here and keep the white lines so that we can see. I'll leave it at the bottom just like that. Okay, and then we have it here. So let me put this in water, and that part at the bottom is going to be green. It's going to be green. Okay, so let us put this red paint away. I was thinking that I think I do want to do that. Okay, so let's do that first. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I thought about it a couple times and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but I think I will. I'm going to get red again, and I'm going to just do the cuff, the French cuff of her sleeve. Okay, and we won't go around because that piece is the inside of the cuff. So we do the whole thing, that won't be good. Okay, we can just add this and go slow. All right, and then we have that. All right, and then we'll maybe do just, not with this brush though, because it will be messed up for sure. Because my hand is not going to be very, very steady, and I will take too much. So what I will do is I will just go around the very edge as an outline and leave that. Okay, and we'll do that here also. Right, let me see. So that's going around like that. So that would be the inside, and we can make this little piece the outside like that. And that's that. Okay, and then we will come and get this. Be careful and go slow. Okay. I have never painted a coloring page that wasn't like watercolor paints as a kid. You know, you have the little dots on the paper and you wet them in color or paint like that. Or then you might have those little teeny white plastic cups. That's it. But to do this, I have never done this before. So she has this love knot bun on her hair, and I want to put a bow on her hair. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to use a pencil first because if I mess up, it will be a disaster. Let me see, where's my pencil? I'm just going to, what's thing? You don't come over here and tap me. You cannot talk to me right now. I'm working. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. Do y'all see? Oh, y'all don't see. Y'all don't see. Do, what? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to show y'all. He's sitting right here. He wants to know, what are you doing? And y'all don't know that I'm taking this out of this. He's coming up here. Well, what are you doing, Mommy? We are working. We don't have time to play. I just wanted to let y'all know, I don't just be talking to the cat from a distance. He wants to know, why are you down here again this time of night? What are you doing? And I'm trying to tell him, we're working. We are working. Okay, so I'm going to hold this, move the paint from the fan, and I'm going to look at this bow and imagine that I can make one up here that's kind of like, kind of like that. Okay? Kind of like that on her hair. Yeah, we're going to try it. And we left this off, and so we don't know. But maybe can we try a little piece here? Sure, I think. I don't know if you can put it there too. Let me outline this one that I'm sure about, because I ain't real sure about that one either. Okay, so she's got this bow, and I'm thinking maybe here too. And you can see a piece and a part. What do y'all think? Should it go in? Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it'll be fine. All right, let me put this there, and let us try and, I better wipe some of that a little bit. And just go in here a little bit. And here. Now she has a bow at the back of her hair. And I'm just going to put a little bit right there, still a white piece in there, so that we can know that I'm not going to try to paint her earring because I don't want to mess it up. But I'm going to put the red up here in the top of the ball. Maybe you can't see it. Just use this red pencil a couple of times right there. And then I'm going to put this green at the bottom. And now she has a Christmas earring on. Okay? And for this, y'all, I'm saying I'm doctoring this up. Okay? Y'all see me. That's what I'm doing. Okay? Maybe I should just put dots in there. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just put the dots in it. Okay, we'll see. Okay, we'll see how we're going to do that. Okay, so now, okay, now, okay, we have to use green, and this could have been a little bit deeper down, but it's okay too. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's a coloring page. Okay, you're doing good. All right, so let's put this red up because, I'm going to need it, but I won't if I could do the bow first. If I do the bow first, then I can put the rest of the red up so that it doesn't drop and get wasted because we're not wasting nothing over here. Okay, we're not wasting anything over here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this bow right here like this. And I'm just going to go around a little bit, like so. Okay. And then up here, and then up here and stop. Okay. And that's how I'm going to do that. And then this, I'm going to, oh man. Okay. See, I be coming up with these great ideas. I told y'all I be acting like an artist. I don't really know. But I be trying to be creative in my own way. And that's what I be doing. I be like, girl, what are you doing? And I don't know, but I'm trying to figure it out while I'm doing it. Okay? So we're coming around here, close to the line. And we are going this way. Mm-hmm. And that's good. All right, so let's just stay away from the line. And right here, we got a little bit on that black line, but it's going to be okay. I believe it's going to be okay. All right, so now what we're going to do, I'm sorry about my arm, and we're going to put just some polka dots in here, like this. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see I'm trying to reach over and everything. A small one, and a small one, and that should be okay. All right, now we can clean up the red paint because I think that I'm done with red. I think I am. If I put this red up and want it, I'm going to be so mad. Oh, goodness. I should wait. I can't even twist that off. I don't even know what's going on. Okay, so now, okay, let's move on and get to this green paint. Okay, is this not open? This one is brand new. Let me get the other green, because I already got one open. Oh, both of these are sealed. Let me see. Oh, I thought I opened one of these green ones, but clearly I have not. I probably did. I probably didn't take the thing off, because why has this got paint on there? I probably just twisted it off. Oh yeah, I've certainly used this one. See this? This is what we don't like this. This is that plasticky stuff that can happen when you're not focusing on this paint that's sitting on this palette thing. See how that just slid out of the bottle all over the place, all on my hand and everywhere? No problem. It's trying to mess up my paper tonight. That's what it's trying to do. But we won't let it. We're going to focus. Let me put this in the trash because I can see that's trying to happen. Look at it. It's just, I haven't even used the paint and it's just all over the place. All right, so we will go back to this. We will shake. We will wipe our hands again. Look at this stuff. Okay, and since it's been this way, we're just going to paint out of the cap. I need a wide brush because this will take all day with this, okay? It's already been long enough with this process, okay? This is all we're doing tonight is painting this. Okay, and so we're coming on down here and paint the front of her apron like this. Okay, now let's turn and be careful. I have not used that hair dryer yet. Oh, we gotta be careful. Oh, we have to be careful. Okay, now come up here a little bit, just a little bit, and come through here. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, now we have that. We have that. I think I wanted that to be white. I think I did. And then painted the wrong part. I knew I was going to do it because I didn't think about it first. This part I wanted to be white. And I wanted this to be green. But it's okay. It's still going to work. It's still going to work. We'll just do it in the reverse. I want to do that. Let me think. Let me think. Don't do that. Come up here. Put this paint up here. And put some here. Okay, now we need that thin brush again, that really skinny one. And we will take this thick one and put it in the water. And we will begin to work all of these little things out here. Okay. Don't go too close to the line. I have to keep telling myself these things. Because shaky hand can get you messed up. It can get you messed up and you will be crying. Because we've been working hard on here. And I really did want this one piece to be white that I'm, come on, where's this coming from? Oh, this is the wrong one. We have two up here and we're kind of confused about which one we're using. All right, so we're just using our brush inside this bottle. Go slow and around and around. Oh boy. Okay, and then let me turn this thing like that. And then we're gonna come this way. And okay. Need a little more. And all right, we're coming on up, 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 up. Oh, go slow, go slow. I gotta keep my hands steady. All right, now, okay. This makes me nervous. This part makes me nervous because you cannot undo it. And me, when I started, when I first started, I was going to start with white. I said, I dare you. That's what I told myself, but y'all didn't hear me. And guess what? If I had done that, it would have been over. We'd have been thinking about what we're going to do to recover on another page or something, because that wouldn't have been a good idea to start with white. Mm-mm. No, no, no. I'll be glad when this piece is done, honey, with this green. And I'll be all tensed up like this even more so when we start with the white because, you know, an artist would have brushed this on here top speed, honey, and it would have been finished. They would have had it. You know, at least it looks that simple, but I know they have to be focused also, but when they know what they're doing, it's easier. Okay, we got all of that. Thank you, God. Okay, now we got to get the bottom. We got to get the bottom. Oh, that's too much. We can't have all that up there. All right, because we need a very thin line. All right, let's see. And this doesn't have to be all the way to the full of the white. It can be like that. And that's okay. Then we see a little bit of white. All right. And I got to keep moving my head to another side so my focus can be in, because this details is where my eyes be saying, you want to get us another strength of glasses because you can't see that. And I'm like, no, we can still see a little bit. We don't want to change our readers yet. Okay, so here we go. We got this one, just a little bit, and over. White Santa's boot. Come in here a little bit, and we got it. Okay, good, because I would have went over there and painted his heel if I wasn't focusing, but I'm trying to focus. Okay, she looks beautiful. She looks beautiful. Okay, now let us put in our green dots and around our bow. Okay, God, please help me focus on this. All right. Okay. Oh. Oh. I can't see it that close. Let me see. All right, let me try it from right here. Okay. All right, let me see. Got it. I got it. And now I need this piece too, up here. I tried to leave a piece for it to have more white there, but I kind of got more red there. But it's okay. It's going to be fine. It's just a coloring page. All right, and then, wait, hold on. And then, yeah, when I tell y'all my neck hurting on one side because I'm trying to look and see, this color pencil is light and ain't giving real green. Okay, so we got that. That is so cute. At first when I got this part green, I was like, now she looked like an elf. But she doesn't. She looks pretty. All right, and then we're going to put green in here. All right, and that's good like that. That's gorgeous. I love it. She should have that in here or in here. I'm going to leave this big piece white. I'm going to leave that white. Her shirt will be white. So this piece will be polka dot. Okay, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put this piece in here like so. And leave the big piece. Okay. All right. I think. All right. I think. Okay, so now let's wash the green out. I know we got some more green to paint. I just want to use the red before the red dry up. I didn't know where I was going to use it at, and I'm trying to not let this red dry up. So I have a big plastic on there. All right, so, all right, let's get some red polka dots in here. Don't mess them up. Don't put them too close. Jesus help. Okay. So pretty. I love it. All right. I think that should be okay. It looked like it needs some more green polka dots in here, and it probably does, and I'll get them when I, what you call 'em? When I okay, that should be enough. Just a teeny little line. Okay. All right, and then, wonder if we give her a little necklace. Is it gonna be the most? She has nothing. She has nothing. Or, just something like, Okay, we'll see what we can do with that. Maybe we'll add gold there with her. Okay, I think I can safely put the red away. I think I can. She has lipstick. We're finished with that. I think I can safely, I don't want that in there. I could put it in there, but I'll keep that and I'll add it back. I couldn't even open this one. All right, let's see. We'll add this back to here before it's too late. All right. And that's what we do over here. We save our paint. And then we will drop a little bit of water on this and run it around so that it won't get all hard and we can't clean it. All right, and that's good right there. And then we will finish with green. All right, and now let us finish. Always say we'll add a little bit more green in here. Let's go over some of these same dots. Put one right here. I think here. One here. I think that might be okay. Let's leave that alone and go up here. That's fine. Watch these bracelets is dragging across the table. We still got some stuff to paint, y'all. We're not finished. And I got a little bit on her collar. Okay. Got a little teeny bit on her collar. Not much, but a little bit. Hopefully, the white is going to do it. Like, it's like, why you need white on there? You can just leave it like that. And we could, and we might. We could, and we might. Because it is white, you can tell now. At first, it was looking like book page, like from the coloring book. But it's white, but, you know, I don't know yet. So I think that's all I need with the green. When I look, everything that I wanted green is green. So maybe I will put red, green, gold, red, green, gold, gold, red, green. I don't know. Red, green, gold. That's what I'm going to do. Give her this necklace to match her earring. It may look like a button, and that'll be okay too, if that's what it looks like. All right, so we can put the top on the paint. That's green. And we can now go to another color. All right, let me get some of this red. I put that water in there. We're going to drain the water to the side like that. And I'm going to get some of this red that is still in here. I don't need much. Just a little bit. Dry it on a paper towel so it can suck up some of the water out the brush. And then I'm going to put the red here. It's like a pearl necklace, but it matches her earring here that we gave her because she didn't have one. Okay? She was just plain, and we didn't want her to be plain. We want her to be fabulous. Okay? So now we're finished with that. We might not use the white. We're not sure yet, but we're going on with black. We're going on with black. And you know you got to be very careful with black because it can be a problem. So let's open brown too, because we need both for Santa's boot. If you paint the whole thing black, you don't even know where the heel at. So we will put the heel. What's this? What you call this thing? Piece of hair. I didn't see that, but I see it now. Okay. I'll get that paint off of there. And we will paint the heel brown and the sole. And we can't see her shoes because she's got a long, beautiful gown. And we're finished with this so far, but not really. So maybe I can do their faces now because I got a little bit of brown in here. And I'll put the little bit of brown out the brush right there. And I'm going to get, I got the brush in my mouth, the brush handle. So we're going to wipe a little bit. See, that's messy. I'm going to wipe a little bit of that white out and put that in here. Let me get this for this drop on my paper and I'll be mad. Okay? Now, I'm just making a complexion color for them. So they're not white, they don't look like the paper, and they're not brown looking like my skin either. But they have a complexion. And then I'm going to get some water and drop it in there with it so we can stretch it out and thin it out. And then they can be whatever color we want them to be. Okay? Like this. Oh, it's too wet. It's too wet. Just don't get it on their clothes. It'll be fine on their hands. Even if we can't see the lines, I'm not going to let that worry me. I'm just going to put that in there, and then I'm going to get it with a paper towel piece. All right, like this. Like that. And that's good enough. Okay, let's get her wrist and not leave that. And then we'll get this part of her hand and give them some skin tone. All right, and then her face, we'll have to go slow and not mess up her hair and her brows. Okay. And be careful and not take the black lines out of her face, because that won't be okay. All right, and then over here, under her eye over there, and there, and around her nose, and under her lip, on her chin, around her earring, and here. And that's good enough. And then we will do Santa. Now, are we going to let him have his glove on now? Of course not, because he's going to be standing at the mistletoe with her and not with a glove on. And not with a glove on. And he doesn't have too much on his hand. And get him a little bit Yeah. Okay. And now that's good for Santa. You gotta get his lip. His lip and his mouth is open, so he needs a little teeny bit of this red that's watery so we can see his tongue. Okay? He probably can use a little bit of that on his cheeks. Just a little bit. Because he's a jolly old Santa. And we can give her some and she can have her rouge. Okay? Yeah, perfect. Okay, and now we gotta wash this off and we gotta get Santa's ear because he's got an ear over here sticking out and it's matching the paper. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, we got a little spot here too. Okay, good. Now they look good. Okay, but we're still not finished because now we have to use the black. And the black is, hi vegan. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then it says, oh, it's called Santa Papa because that's what it was close. Yes, exactly. That's right. That's what she calls him. She calls him Papa. Especially in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. She said, oh, Papa, when they are going to sing. And he said, that was terrible. And she says, what does he know? You keep it just like that. So we don't need our brown. I watch all the Christmas movies every year. I owned all of those. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Santa Claus is Coming to Town and the Little Drummer Boy and it's a whole set of Rudolph, Santa, Frosty the Snowman, the Little Drummer Boy, and Frosty Returns. And I have all of that besides all the other ones that are like the Jetsons and the Jetsons, the Flintstones Christmas. I have a lot of Christmas movies, a lot of them. And I watch the cartoons every year. I said, oh, Christmas is almost gone. Charlie Brown, it's Christmas time, Charlie Brown. It's Christmas again, Charlie Brown. I watch all of that every year. I own several copies of Rudolph and all of these classics. We're watching all of that in here, okay, on VHS. We're not even playing. Somebody said VHS. Okay, thank you. I got probably 4 VHS players. I told myself the other day when I was in the thrift store, I saw probably 2 or 3, and I said, girl, don't buy none right now. Listen, I said right now. Don't buy none right now. You got 3 or 4 of them home. But not to worry. I'm going to get me at least 2 or 3 more. Because the videos that I have that are VHS, I plan to be watching them. I ain't playing about that. It's not on DVD. DVD, when it was coming out, I was like, it's okay. We'll get something on DVD, but, you know, it's not going to outlast the VHS because at best you need a head cleaner for a VHS. You scratch a disc on a VCR, you can hang it up and wrap it up and throw it away because it's not no joke. You will be in dire need of a new copy because that thing will keep skipping and you'll be like, oh my goodness. And it always seems to happen on the best kind of parts of a video. And I have 3 DVD players. I never bought a Blu-ray. I say I wish I would. They think everything new is better. I don't agree with it. I'm not buying no nothing. I'm keeping my VHS, and y'all send y'all right on to the thrift store, and I'll be right there to get it, okay? Don't send nothing broke. Have some integrity. If you don't want it, don't send it. In terms of it don't work, or it's almost dead, or something like that. Because they'll let you bring these electronic things back. They be like, we're not taking that back. All right, so I don't know how I'm going to get this all the way in here, but we got to work it. And that's because I didn't wash my skinny brush to do this, because I want to use it for the gold. I'm doing all this for one page in my Christmas junk journal. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So this paint is kind of like it's thick or something sometimes. I ain't sure what the thing is all doing and everything. But we got through this, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and everything. Y'all know I do. Y'all know I do. I was on a live the other night. I don't know which one. It wasn't last night. It was the night before. When I was doing the gingerbread men. Okay, the gingerbread lady and man. I got off of that live. I had I had, last night I got 3 new subscribers. That night I got 1 new subscriber, but I had 465 views, making them gingerbread men. I keep saying men. It was a lady and it was a guy. Bernice and Wilbur. Okay? 465 people stopped in and stayed a minute. Because YouTube don't, they only count the ones that stay a while as a view. Then they tell you who peaked. I had something like 27 peaks or 23 peaks or something like that. I think it was 27 peaks. Last night I had 17 peaks and 100 and something views, I think it was. I don't remember. But last night I got 3 subscribers last night. So I moved from 706 to 710 in 2 days. I was quite happy about that. I was quite happy. I'm not sure what happened with this belt, and I needed to do something, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I needed to put 3 holes right there or something, but I didn't do it. Because why is it just like that? Is it just a pull it and it snapped together? I don't really know. I don't really know, Santa. They gave you this kind of belt like this. I'm going to try to give you a little something here and let it look like you had the right kind of belt on. All right. I'll be wanting to make coloring pages. And, I want to make some black art ephemera for junk journals. But nobody won't tell me how to make this stuff on, like, how do you make this ephemera? I don't even know how to make it. Like, I'm just saying, like, how Christmas time and people be ice skating and long, flowy, pretty dresses. Like, I built her dress up. Right. If I was coloring her, she would have been black. And he would have been black, too. And I would have gave him some more hair. I would have done that. But I ain't get into all of that tonight. And it's not because of anything racist or anything. It's just because there is not enough of us. And I'm sure people would like to use that kind of thing, but nobody makes it. So they can't complain about it because nobody makes it. And the ones that they do make, all of the girls seem to have, or the women or whatever, they seem to have thin waists and the big puffy bush ball ponytails or big afro and all of that. And I'm like, that's not everybody's look, you know. We want to be looking like we have, something from the old, I'm giving think like Fifth Avenue, but Hosha cones and hamburger. Anybody know about those stores? Hamburger, Hosha cone, Coles, those kinds of places. We could get something from there too. So, I mean, we couldn't back then, but in those days back then, white people definitely handed down their dresses and things to black people, the black women who, you know, didn't have much and who were their nannies and the ones who did the laundry. They had nice things when they went to church somewhere or whatever like that. But, I wanted to make those kinds of things get this money. When I get this money, and I can stay home and I have to have a job and I can just make money from home and online, you know, then I can do something. But right now, we got to get out the door. And until we learn how to do those things that we want to do, we can only be talking about it. I heard this guy that I follow on YouTube. His name is Myron Golden. Maybe you know about him. You heard of him. Myron said, a lot can happen in 24 hours. You can learn a lot in 24 hours. And then he said, and there's even more time in 7 days and even more time in 30 days. And anything you can't learn in 1 year, you probably ain't studying hard enough. I said, oh. And I know it's true, but, I be thinking, I got to learn this computer stuff. And I don't know how I'm learning because I don't know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, two things can happen. One, you can get some serious Trojans in your computer, that's viruses, right? And they can be costly and it can even cause your computer to crash. And you can lose all of your data that's in there, whether it's little or much. And the other part of that is that somebody can also be phishing and steal your identity. And either way, you can end up having to buy you a new computer and try to start your whole thing over again with whatever your data was, or trying to recover your identity and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, okay. We're giving Santa belt, some belt loops or holes or something to indicate something for him, because I'm not sure why it's looking like that. Okay, and we're gonna do something with her glasses. And that makes her look pretty. Okay, and then we have to put their hair together. I'm going to give her some streaks of gold in her hair and leave her hair maybe like it is. And make her hair fancy. Okay, let's see. All right. She's got streaks of gold in her hair. Okay, and what about her eyebrows? Her eyebrows are okay. And then we will wash this out. We will cap this up. And we will get Santa together. Santa needs some gray. He needs some gray. So he's going to get in here. And we're going to put a little bit of water. And we're going to get a little teeny bit of this black. You don't need a lot because it's going to be too much. And that's a lot right there. And we're going to wash the rest out. And drop some more water in there like that and make it nice and watery. And wash that brush again. And then we're going to get some white. And we're going to make gray for Santa. And she can be turning blonde or something like that. I don't really know how you want to call it, but we gave her gold. And he's going to have gray. All right, so don't spill that water, girl. So we got this white and this water and this teeny bit of black. And now we have gray. Okay? That's how we doing it. Okay. Make sure it's no white unmixed. All right, and then we're going to just give Santa some in here. He don't need a whole lot, just some in there. And come on around here a little bit. Just taking out all of his little things. We're going to give him some more lines in a minute. Maybe Santa don't like his hair all off his head like this. But they put it like that, Santa. It wasn't me. Okay. And let's get his little mustache. And that's about all he needs. Just like that. He looks cool, right? And then we're going to go in and we're going to get a little teeny bit of black. A little teeny bit. On the tip. Come on, let's get a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit. And then we'll strike some back in here. Like so. Not too much. Not too much. We still got some gray on here. We'll come around here. And we'll pull this around for Santa some kind of way. And then we're going to come this way backward. And, oh, it's too much on there. And we're going to give him some more, a little bit more hair. He don't want all his hair like that. Okay? And we'll put a little bit more black streaks. Watch his ear. And come on down here and mix his mustache a little bit. Just a little bit. I need black on there, a little bit of black. Okay. And our Santa looks like that. Let's put this a little bit. Got a little bit here. He's balding, but he don't want his head bald like that. I helped him out. She may need her a little bang over here. Up at her little hairline too. Okay? Because maybe she's got a little fuller bang than what they gave her. Let's see. I think that's a little bit too thick, but we will fix it. I'll fill that in like that. Okay. And then we will come back and we'll be finished with that. Santa, you look pretty cool. You look pretty cool, Santa. All right. And Mrs. Claus, we just give you a little bit more black in your in your bang. And maybe we will give you a little more white up here. And go that way. And she can have a little bit of gray herself. Okay. And then we'll add one last piece of this goes to the black. And did you put white? You did. You're not focusing. You just put that on there. That's okay. It didn't mess it up, so we all right. And we put it on there, and it's white on there, but it will be all right. And then we will come and get a little teeny bit more of this gold for Mrs. Claus, for her bang, where we built her out a little bit. We'll build her a little bit here, and we'll come in here. And now she's doing all right. She's okay. So she won't have too much of a forehead, her forehead hanging out. And he's got a big bald head. They don't like that. They said they're not that old. Not yet. They're still working and everything. So that is our picture of our Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Let us. He looks a lot better with hair. Yes, he does. And with the gray, he looks cool, right? Like a cool Santa. Looks very cool. All right, let me give them dry them a little bit. Oh. Oh, they clipped off. I got too much on here. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me turn my light off here and unplug my charger and my fan because I got all these things in this surge plugged up. And it's running on the same line that my air is above my living room. It clicked off again. It doesn't like it. It says too much. Okay. We will leave it. It should be dry enough. So do you see the metallic from that paint? Isn't that gorgeous? You couldn't see it all the way because it was flat. But isn't that lovely? That is lovely. And we're going to cut. We're going to cut. All right. So that means that we can't use our blow dryer. All right, hold it. I just took the blow dryer out. That's because it's like the iron. And when I turn my iron, I only have a window AC unit. And it's running on the same line that from my table. I have a line over there with a surge. And all of my things are plugged up. But it's right beneath my bedroom that has my AC unit on and a fan. So that's how I cool my house. I have my AC on and I have a oscillating fan and it just moves and it blows the air through the whole upstairs. So the whole downstairs is cool. You only need one. You just put it on, leave it on, and it's okay. It's not ice cold in here, but it's cool. My son said, "Ma, why you keep opening the window in the kitchen? You got your air on." Cause boy, my cats is not playing. They want to get in the window. They don't understand none of this. Cause I usually be in my house and have fans in every room. My bedroom fan, have my kitchen fan, the ceiling fan going in the kitchen, and While I be doing this video, I would have a fan in the dining room blowing in here with my table fan on. Because I like fan, because I like my windows open. But we've been having such a tremendous heat wave since, I don't know, like I'm going to say the second week of June. And it's been like in the hundreds every week. We just came out of 102 Monday, and then Tuesday was 99, and today it was like 90, I think 90 today. But the real feel Monday was 116, and the real feel Tuesday was 103, and I don't even know what the real feel was today because I didn't check, but I think it was 90 today or 92, and it's supposed to be like 88 tomorrow, and we're looking for a storm that's supposed to be happening tomorrow. Thursday is supposed to rain all day and thunderstorm in the afternoon and all evening, on and off thunderstorms all day tomorrow. So that's what our weather has been. My air been on for like a month, probably like 5 weeks. I ain't never had my air on that long. Maybe 2 weeks, almost three. But it's been on like 5 weeks this week. I've been having all the windows open upstairs on the second floor. And they say it's hot. I don't care if it's hot in summertime. It's supposed to be hot. In 5 minutes, the summer will be gone, and we will have to shut the windows a little bit, and then somebody will be on Facebook talking about anybody turned the heat on last night. Girl, was cold in here. Right. It's like, oh no, the heat ain't coming on until it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it's got to be outside. Maybe like 55 or something like that. And then my son will be saying, you ain't turning your heat on? Nope. I got this long sleeve shirt on. I'm getting ready to put on my hoodie. That's how I be in here. I don't put no heat on until I'm cold. Like, it's cold in here, man. I got to turn the heat on. Right, like that. That's how I be doing over here, okay? I learned to live in the cold. It was cold in my house. One year, it was super, super cold in my house. It was colder in here than it was outside. But I ain't had no job, and I guess I didn't trust God well enough in that season because I ain't had no job, and I couldn't pay no gas and electric bill because I ain't had no money. And I was like, I don't even know what we're going to do. And I had my baby in here. But I would turn it on like if it rained outside, or when we came home from school. When he got home from school, I turned the heat on, let it be on for about maybe 2 hours, and then turn it off. And that's how we lived in here for a whole winter. And I only turned it on when it was raining outside or on Saturday. That's it. Saturday, because we had nowhere to go. Sunday, when we wake up, we were going to get in the bathroom and clean ourselves up because we took our bath the night before and be freezing in the bathroom. It was freezing in there. But I had a nice heater that my sister gave me from church. It was a really nice one. And I had that for 2 seasons. So I would go in the bathroom, turn the shower on, steam the bathroom, and let the heat run, the heater, and warm that bathroom up. And then I give my grandbaby a bath, get him dressed in there, and then take him out and let him go to bed. And then I go back and get my bath. Beautiful. That's how it was. It was so cold. One night my baby said, Tanta, go get me a hat. He said he wanted a hat. His head was cold. I don't have no shame to tell nobody this because when they be looking at me and I got 6 figures, they be saying, oh, but now somebody know. Right now I'm telling you what the story is. What the story was, how it was for us. I mean, I could have turned the heat on and just believe God for the money, but I said, listen, we ain't got no money right here. We're going to turn this heat on Saturday and when it's raining. And other than that, we're not turning the heat on. because we ain't got no money to be paying it. And we ain't had no gas and electric bill coming in here either. I ain't had no gas and electric bill for like, I don't know, probably like, I'm going to say, probably 11 months. For about 11 months, my bill kept coming, saying no amount due, no amount due. I don't know what kind of miracle God was doing, but I know he did it. And then that lasted into a whole other season. He took care of us really, really good. And I was really, really grateful. And I just waited. And now I got a job and I can run the air all day if I feel like it. So that's what that is. And that's what it was. Like 11 months in that same season. This is beautiful. That's my testimony unto the Lord for his goodness, his kindness, his grace. I wonder, should I paint this white? I feel like it, y'all. We're almost on 2 hours. What in the world? I got to do better. I got to do better. I do. I have to do better. I think it still look like book page and everything. I should put it on my paper first. Because now it might look all crazy on top of this. Oh, it's still good. I like it like that, even though it's puzzle page underneath it. It's still cute. I like that. I like it. Okay, so let's put them down. Okay. Because this is newspaper that I painted first to put on here. And it's lovely. Look at them. How lovely is that? That is so nice. Who knew? I didn't. I did not. So nice. I love Jesus, y'all. Did y'all know that? Did I tell you that before? I love Jesus. I love God and I love Jesus. Okay. Now, let's come in here. This almost looked like some kind of pop-up, you know, but if you watched it from the beginning, you know that I took it out of a book and I glued it down to a piece of white paper and then I painted it and then I cut it out. And it's lovely. It is lovely. Isn't it lovely, y'all? It's lovely. Oh my goodness, I love it. We can't use this one. Where's my plastic? I'm not going. I might need this. Girl, don't put the plastic on there yet. Okay, let's just try to see how we like it. If you know what I'm saying, I just feel like. Come on, what kind of little bug is this flying around all in my way? Don't do that, because you're going too far. All right, I'm just going to dab it in here. And let's not mess up the black lines. Just give it a little more white to it and everything. You don't have to have it perfect. Just this little fruit fly. I had some bananas that I brought home from work today. They forgot, I guess, to give the children the bananas. And tomorrow is the last day of the summer program. So they put the whole case out today at lunch. And they were getting spots. And so some of the teachers brought bundles of bananas up. And I had 6. They gave me some. They had 6. And they were long bananas. So I went to Walmart. And I was going there to get something for my co-teacher that I worked with last year. And I got some instant pudding cups, like you can just ready to go snack pack pudding. I got the banana cream 4-pack and I got some vanilla 4-pack. And I got a cup of Cool Whip, a bowl of the Cool Whip. out of the frozen section. And then I got 2 boxes of Nilla wafers. And I made a small banana pudding. And I'm going to take it to work tomorrow and let them eat it because I don't want it. I bought it to take it to work. I'm like, I don't eat no bananas like that. I eat them. My daughter told me, "Mom, you need to eat some bananas because I know for potassium, but she said it's also good for magnesium so your legs won't be cramping." They don't be cramping like that, but I've experienced it. And she's like, "You need some magnesium." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll take a daily vitamin. I don't know what's going on." So I'm going to get better. 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 Oh, boy, I'm going to get in here. We're trying to... That blow dryer clicked off 2 times. Oh, boy. They're on it. I pushed the brush and then pushed into her shirt. Golly. I'm going to have to fix that a little bit because that just ain't good. It pushed into her little apron sleeve. Is what it pushed into. All right. Oh, boy. Why'd you have to do the white? Why'd you have to do it? It was already white. I just thought it was going to look good, and it does. It looks good. It's white, white. And this thing here look like gray now, but you know who ain't going to worry about it? And it's going to be me. I'm not going to worry about it because we can't fix it, and we ain't going to try. We're just going to put white where we can and keep going. That's it. That's all we're going to do. And we're going to be fine. Okay. All right. Now. All right. It looks okay. I still can see going down the side of her right there in that crease. But I can't do nothing about it. It's okay. Just let it go. And come on around here a little bit. We're just dabbing it in because we don't want to mess up. We already messed up. We don't want to really mess up. We don't want to really mess up. We want to be careful. Keep my hand out the white paint at the bottom of her gown before we have it on her red somewhere. All right, let's see. Come on, white. Come on, white, up here. Thank you. I'm trying to just get a little bit on the brush and not have too much so it won't do that. Oh, buddy. This is what I mean when I said that's why I dare not to have tried to use this white first. It's like, you think you can do it that well? Okay, let us see. No, you know you can't, so don't do that. That will be a real big boo-boo, okay? We don't want that. We don't want that. All right, Santa, help me not to mess that up. We're going to leave that right there and come over here and dab this in here and get some out of our brush, okay? But we goof off and make a boo-boo. And we don't want to make a boo-boo because we have landed onto our page in our book and we want it to be as lovely as it looked before we decided we're going to try white paint. Now you can't even see some of the black outlines. I'm trying to stay away from it, but I ain't doing that good of a job with this white, which I knew, because like you gotta have patience and complete focus with this white up against these lines. Like you really don't want to mess up the red or the green or the gold or the brown or whatever color you're using. But when you get that white and then you try to go over it with a marker, it it doesn't always show up with the marker to let you recover. Okay, so now we have one more part, and it's going to be around his collar. And if we can manage to take our time and not mess up his hair or his red, we're going to be in like Flynn. Okay? Well, we took that little peek of his out of his hair a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. It's going to be okay. We just try to go slow. Okay, I think that about does it. I think that's good enough, okay? We're going to leave it just like that and say, well done, okay? So that is the clauses. That is the clauses. And we are all done for this night. Where is my Sharpie? I have a red one. And I'm just going to write Mr. And can y'all see it? And Mrs. Comma. All right. I thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, Mr. and Mrs. And I'm going to say they still do. No. Oh, I have no. Um, my little marker I don't have, so we'll just go with this. I don't have my little one. My little marker is not here. That's green. It's upstairs. Okay, and that's our mistletoe page. I put that there, didn't know how I was going to finish it, but I said, let's get a Santa. and let's see what we can do. And then I said, oh, okay, here we go. Let's paint it. So it's been a long picture creation, but it's good. And I'm glad. I like it. I think it's turning out nice. So y'all, I'm going to say good night. It's 11:15. It's been 2 hours. 1 hour 55 minutes. So, I will talk to you guys on tomorrow. I hope. I hope. I don't know. I have a meeting, a Zoom meeting tomorrow at 2, and tomorrow's the last day at the program, and it's the last day of July for Junk Journal edition of Christmas in July. And so I wanted to finish this by tomorrow, but it's clear I'm not finished. But I did this and I'm going to keep working on it, I think, at least a page or two. And then I might park it and bring it back out in November. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I will be back between now and Saturday. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be Friday and then Saturday. It might not be tomorrow, but we'll see. Cause we got to pack up and move stuff out and all that. And I've been working in that storage rooms and moving boxes and all this stuff. And I'm doing books and delivering books. I've been doing all that stuff for all week, for 3 days now, from Thursday last week, Monday, Tuesday, and today. So tomorrow's the big to do because we're getting ready for closing until August the 19th. And then we're in school until next June. So maybe I'll see y'all tomorrow. And if not, I'll see y'all on Friday. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Okay? And for those who haven't subscribed, do you see what I've done? Okay. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.